Good morning and Happy New Year. I also wanted to thank the handful of people who have just started following me and leaving me really nice comments on some of my content already. I really appreciate it. I've only started doing this a few weeks ago and I really enjoy it, and I hope that you do too. So if you like it, please give me a follow. If not, that's okay too. So today I wanted to introduce you to my favorite English lifestyle brand, and that is Aspinal of London. I've heard about these guys probably about starting 5 years ago. I wasn't really attuned to a lot of British brands, but once you kind of start working for international companies, and I think living in New York City exposes you to just a different sort of area as well, and brands that you might not really hear about or know about. I feel like more people know about it in New York, and I guess maybe because there's so many people in such a small radius that you just by default just start hearing more information. So I made my big purchase from Aspinal at the start of the pandemic, and it was my biggest purchase of the year, and I was really aware of what I wanted as well, even though I haven't really used the products that much this year because our lives haven't lent themselves to travel or being out and about, but I'm still really happy with my purchases. I tend to bookmark everything before they go on some kind of offer, and then I kind of keep an eye on it because I don't really need anything and I don't really use anything excessively. I don't have to buy it at full price, so I just kind of keep an eye on things and then see what happens. And sometimes maybe it's not always the color that I want, but then I tend to buy it if it's on sale, and then it ends up working out just fine. So what I purchased this year, which I have not used, is some really nice set of luggage tags, and I really just wanted specifically the Union Jack because I do have a British husband and my second born was born in England, and it's just a nice sort of memento and reminder that maybe we will move back there someday, but not for now because they're on another 6-week lockdown. Everything is shut, including shops and non-essential stores, and everyone's working from home if you can. So it's just going to be a long 6 weeks for them. So anyway, the other thing I purchased was this beautiful jewelry box, and I've never really had a jewelry box. I kind of just held my things in different sort of silver holders or in bags, and like the nice felt jewelry bags, and I really just wanted something that I can kind of see. So I can't remember how much this was, but I keep all of my finer jewelry in here, which I don't use. So, but I love this box, and it's just a really nice way to sort of have everything that you need when you want to go to your nice jewelry. So I love that box. I also got it on sale. I think it was about half off, and it was, I want to say it was probably around $300, so maybe it was around $700 or $800 originally. So the other item that I was hoping to use for date nights, which are sporadic anyway with 2 young kids, was this Ava clutch bag. And this one is sold out online, but they do have another version of it, a lion version, actually, that does not have the tassels or the horse, so it's just the lion head, but very similar concept. It's the croc patent leather with a beautiful red interior, and everything fits in. I mean, I think you could use this as a day bag if you didn't want to use it as a date night bag, and a really nice chain as well that you could put over your shoulder. And if you want to use it as a clutch bag, you just put the chain inside the purse. So I haven't used it, but I absolutely adore it. I feel like their products really lend themselves to timelessness. So this is something that I will have for 20, 30 years if it holds up. I mean, I'll probably use it 20 times, so I'm sure it will hold up. So I just absolutely love it. I don't even keep my bags on display anymore because I haven't been using them through this pandemic. So everything is in dust bags and boxes, and I just keep it that way because I just don't see them even being on the point of being on display if they're just collecting dust. So they are all in bags. And this purchase was thought out. I had this bookmarked probably for a year, only because I absolutely didn't need it. And they sold it at my favorite department store in England, and that's called John Lewis. And it's, for me, it's sort of like the equivalent of Nordstrom, where they have really, really great brands and they really do their research and put brands in that a lot of people would really enjoy. So I saw this bag there, and I also saw it at Bentl's, which is another high-end department store in England, and they've sold it for a while, but I think a lot of people weren't as into the version that I bought, is because it doesn't have a zipper. It's just a tote. I'll show it to you. It came packaged like this, so I think they do send their products all the way from England, because it did take a while, but there was no tax, which is also amazing. So I feel like you're saving even more. So, and the shipping and handling was a little bit, but not as much as tax would have been on a purchase like this. So this is the tote bag that I bought, and it's very, very, very simple, and it fits everything under the sun for whatever you might need for the day. And it does not have feet, but I don't mind, because I don't really put my bags on the floor anyway. I never have put my bags on the floor. I just never wanted to do that. So I was not someone that always just put my bag on an empty chair. So I just kind of held it in my lap if I was at a restaurant and there wasn't space, or I just put it on the table, or I always put it on the handle of the chair or something like that, but never on the floor. So the exterior is called the Smooth Tan, and these bags typically retail for $5.50, and I believe I purchased this one for $3.30, which I think is really, really great. The quality and the way it's just made is just unmatched. Like, I would never get a Louis Vuitton Neverfull that's not even real leather, and so I felt really good about spending a few $100s on actual real Italian leather. And the inside is lined with suede, so it's really soft and really, really nice. You can see I still have it stuffed with paper, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful bag. And it comes also with a little zipper, a little zip bag that you can put if you wanted to put your lipstick in, or your phone in, or your keys in, or just something small that you didn't want to lose. So these bags are still being sold without the zipper. Not this color. I believe this color is sold out, and I think I said it was the Smooth Tan. So they may still have it in like a croc leather, but they have started selling this. So this is the Regent Tote, and they have now started selling the Regent Zipped Tote, where the zipper comes just across the top. It's exactly the same style and similar leather, and that's an A, I believe, for Aspinal, and I just really enjoy the stitching, so you wouldn't even know if it's an A if you didn't know it was Aspinal. And I really, really actually appreciate and love brands that are well made and people don't know where they're from, and they just look really nice. I've never been somebody that has to have a name brand, but I just really appreciate nice craftsmanship. So I always look for brands that have that, and minus the thousands of dollar price tag as well. So anyway, this was my favorite purchase because I had wanted it for so long, and I'm so glad I finally got it on sale. And then I added all the other bits because they were just fun and they were nice, and I, after being a stay-at-home mom for so long, I really just wanted to treat myself for once. So like I said, this bag is now being sold at a zipper tote, and they typically retail for $5.50. If you don't really like the style, it's a little bit too plain or a little bit too boring, they do have a really beautiful bag called the London Tote, and that has a higher price point of around $900, and I believe some of them are on sale right now for around $500. And if those are too big for you and you just want something where you're just throwing in just a few things in your bag, they have a version of this that's just a bit longer and thinner, and that's called the Essential Tote, and that's really nice, and it has a lower price point, which is even better, and it's full leather and really beautiful. So yeah, that's the Essential Tote, and that sells for around $250 to $300, on sale around $400, not on sale. So I really wish somebody turned me onto this brand probably before I got into the much higher brands. I think it's better quality than Prada or Gucci, and definitely better than Louis Vuitton. I just, you know, from what I understand, that these products really do stand the test of time, and it has been family owned and operated for a really long time. So they put a lot of value into their product, and you know, and I think that's probably how their brand grew, is by referrals. I mean, I didn't hear about this product until somebody told me about it. So I'm just really happy that I finally got to make my purchases, and I hope that you will check them out, and if I buy anything else, I will let you know, and hope you have a lovely beginning of the new year.